Okay. All right. So again, Vaddi Vadiyai Ja Vadda now. Now we're here because now has an onkar, meaning it is singular. That name which is vibrating to in the universe. And we can only experience that naam, we can only experience that sound if our surti, if our conscience go above our focus, our mind goes above the trigon, above our senses. Below the eyebrows, we experience this world. Above the eyebrows, we experience the Chautha Pad, the fourth state, where the Vaheguru is there, the Dasam Dwar. And because our mind is wandering in Rajogun, Tamogun, Satogun, in anxiety. Rajogun is what? Anxieties, worries, stress, right? And Tamogun is lust, greed, anger, gossip, slandering, hate, jealousy. That all comes in Tamogun. Because our mind is wandering in different directions, we can't experience this Naam, the real Naam, which is the voice of Vaheguruji. And when we jump the Gurmantar, which is Vaheguru Gurmantar, what happens is our mind is connected with that Gurmantar, and the mind slowly and slowly goes above this Trigun Maya, this subtle Maya, goes to the fourth state, and that's where it can experience the Naam, which is great. So he is great, his Naam is also great. Vaddi Vadayai Ja Vadda now. His name is also great, he is also great, his praises are also great. Vadayai is the praises. ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ in Punjabi we also call it ਸਿਫਤ ਸਲਾਹ. Last time also we discussed about ਜਿਸਨੂੰ ਬਖਸ਼ੇ ਸਿਫਤ ਸਲਾਹ ਨਾਨਕ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹੀ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ. When he blesses us with his sift salah, then we are the kings of the kings. We don't need to become a worldly king. We will be the king. Why? Because we'll be satisfied. We'll be satisfied, and that is the nishani, that is a sign of a real king. How good is that king if he's worried about the things? He's not a king. He's a slave of his thoughts, right? The person who is independent, free mind, he is the king. And he might not be rich from this worldly perspective, but he or she will have a lot of treasure, a lot of khajana of naam. Vaddi vadayai ja vadda now. Vaddi vadayai ja sach now. In his court, even only truth is recognized. When now happens, what is now? Now is the justice. For example, we always hear some cases, right? We hear that some person has done some bad thing, maybe a murder or something bad. And when they go to the court, maybe court will do the justice, or maybe they will produce a fake evidence, and maybe the court will be pursued with the fake evidence. But in his court, the justice is also the true. So that's why a lot of people say this, that okay, maybe we never got a justice here, but that person will be punished out there in his court. And that is truth. That's what Gurbani is saying. Vaddi vadayai ja sach now. He is great, and his justice is also great and truthful. Sach, remember, Sach has an onkar here again. Sach is singular. Last time we discussed, Vaheguruji is also called Sach. When he will do the justice, his justice will also be perfect. And this whole, this whole part, this whole chakka is all about the justice done by the Vaheguru. And we'll see in the future pauris also and the shabads also that Guru Sahib is talking about about his court. So see this thing. Gurbani is not talking about this physical body. Gurbani is talking about this mind. And this mind, when the mind, everybody has to go to that court. We can go to this court in this birth, in this body also. When we go in Samadhi, actually everybody goes, to be honest. We don't remember. When we sleep, our mind goes to his court every day. But because we are not awake, our mind is not awake, our mind is sleeping, we don't remember. But when we will leave this body forever, for example, the worldly death, then everybody has to go through his code. No matter what, no matter who the person is, whether it is white, black, Chinese, Indian, whosoever, everybody has to go. Boys, girls, gay, lesbian, whosoever it is, everybody has to go to his court. ਵੱਡੀ ਵਡਿਆਈ ਜਾਂ ਸੱਚ ਨਿਆਓ, ਵੱਡੀ ਵਡਿਆਈ ਜਾਂ ਨਿਹਚਲ ਥਾਓ. What is nechal? Nechal is which doesn't move. It is stable. It doesn't wander. So that's why we say if we want to meet Vaheguru, our thoughts should not be there. Our mind should not be moving here and there in different directions. 5 thieves' job. What are the 5 thieves? Lust, greed, anger, attachment, false pride or ego, right? Their job is to make our mind wander all the time. But Vaheguruji is stable, thir, nehchal. Vaheguruji doesn't move. He's not, when he takes the thought, something happens. He took a thought and the world was created. Right? Some big thing will happen when he will take it. Otherwise, he's always stable. He is stable, and where he's sitting is stable. Thao, that place is also the stable. You can call it a throne also, where he is sitting. Where he is sitting? Vadda Sahib, Ucha Thao, Uche Upar, Ucha now, here on the top. Within our body, the game is within this body. Below these eyebrows, the Tragun Maya is there. Above these eyebrows, the court of Vaheguru, the Darbar of Vaheguru starts. The Dar, we call it a Dar. That place from where his place starts. It's from here. And that place is not just his place, it is our real home also. We are wandering in this 9 gates, 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 1 mouth, 2 down below. These 9 gates. Just think about it, right? We see something, our mind goes there. We hear something, our mind goes there. We smell something, our mind goes there. So our mind is totally wandering in all these 9 gates. Gurbani says, Naudar thake, avatarahaye, daswa nijkar vasa paye. That if we will close these 9 doors, not physically, through Gurmantar, if we close these 9 doors, our focus, our Shruti will go to the 10th door. It will go to our own, our real house, right? Vaddi vadiyai ja sachin nyao, vaddi vadiyai ja nechal khao. Vaddi vadiyai jane allow. He is so great. Allow, what is allow? Allow is to speak, or whatever we are saying, not only through our tongue, whatever we are saying through our mind also. If we think nobody is listening, he is the one who is listening all the time. The moment we take a thought, we may think, oh, we are thinking bad about that person. He doesn't know. Yeah, maybe you're right. He doesn't know, but he's watching us. He's listening to us. He can read our mind. So the karam, when we talk about the karam, when we talk about the action starts right away the moment we take a thought. It is such a sukham game. It's such a subtle game. If we think bad about someone, the karam is written, the lekha is written, our account is written. Taram Raj, who has the duty, so we'll talk about Chitragupt. What is a Chitragupt? What is a Taram Raj? We'll talk about that. And they have a duty basically of keeping our account. Every time, doesn't have to be in action. If our mind is thinking about this, it will be written there. Vadde vadiyai jane allow. He knows everything, what we are thinking. We can't hide anything from him. Yeah, we do everything in the closed door, behind the curtains, bad stuff, and we think nobody is looking at us. And maybe we are right. No human probably is looking at us. But Vaheguruji knows what is going on in our head. Vaddi vadiyai. Okay. Hanji Vaheguru Harpreet Singh.
But sometimes our thoughts are unintentional, right? Like, I mean, we might be thinking, but it might not be intentional, right? I mean, but I mean, suddenly we thought and we thought, no, no, this is bad. So we should not think. So, I mean, is that also wrong?
Definitely. So this is the game. When we say that we have to kill our thoughts, what does it mean? When we read this, Man Jeete Jag Jeet, in Japji Sahib we read this, right? Man Jeete Jag. It is all about the automatic thoughts, unintentional thoughts which are coming in our head. That means we don't have a control over our mind. When we will have a control over our mind, then those automatic thoughts will be stopped. We will still have to take a thought. Let's see, if I'm sitting in my office, if I don't take a thought that I have to go home, how can I go into my car and drive a car? I'll be a zombie, right? You have to take a thought. But the idea is the thoughts which you are taking are intentional. You are in charge of your thoughts, not the five thieves. Otherwise, the panch chor, the five thieves, will keep on giving you the thoughts and they want to control your mind. The Kal wants to control your mind, right? The five thieves want to control your mind and they want to give you the thoughts, different thoughts, right? Everything which surrounds us, the news, maybe we hear something, our mind goes there and our mind starts thinking about it because we don't have a control over our mind. Right now, I'm sitting on my sofa in my house, right? Let's say somebody rings the bell outside on the door. I'll get so many thoughts. First thought will be, maybe there is a courier out there. Second thought will be, maybe there is police out there if I've done something wrong in back of my mind, or maybe cops came to my house. Or third thought will be, or maybe relative came into my some relative or some friends came to my house, right? But what should be the thought? It should be only one thought. I should just get up and open the door. But what my mind is doing, it is giving me so many thoughts, right? Unintentional. They are just coming in my mind, right? So that's why it is very important that we stabilize our mind, we kill our thoughts. And to kill our thoughts, the mind has to take some support. Mind is like a monkey. It will go from one tree to another tree. Or it is like a bird, right? One tree, another tree, third tree, fourth tree, maybe leave that place, go to another one. That's how the mind does. But if we give a support to a mind, let's say with the support of a naam, right? It's just like a support in a building, right? We put a pillars in the building so that we can hold the ceiling, we can hold the walls. Same way, we need to take a support of a naam. So basically, Vaddi Vadai, Buje Sab Pao. He knows whatever Pao is love. If somebody is actually loving from the heart, the affections also, right? Whatever is in our heart, if there is a love, real love in our heart, he knows. Or if we are just saying it, or it's very easy to say that, right? I love Vaheguru. It is very easy to chant also, Vaheguru, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. What good it is if I'm not listening and if I'm not saying it with love. So a lot of people have this question. They say, oh, we see people, they do a lot of Simran, they see a lot of Vaheguru, Vaheguru, but their life has not changed. Yes, they are right. Gurbani says that. Har har kare, nit kapat kamave, hirda shudh na hui. Say he's do Vaheguru, Vaheguru, he do Allah, Allah, but his hirda is not shudh. His heart, his mind is still full of filth. It's not clean. Why? Because he's not listening to his own voice. He's not saying it with love. So, but just by mere saying it, it's not going to happen. You have to listen with love. Gaviye, suniye, man rakhiye pao. You have to do it with the right technique, with the right jugti. If you are not doing Sasgira Simran with the right jugti, it's not going to work. That's why Jugat is also very important for anything which we do, right? For the car mechanics, they know the technique, right? Even if you have to fly a kite, you need to know the technique. Otherwise, you will never be able to fly the kite, right? For everything you do, you need to know what is the right way. And the Gurbani is telling us the right way. And if we are not doing it with the right way, then we'll not be able to fly the kite, right? Will not be able to, there will be no change in us. Even if we are meditating, what will happen? We will be doing meditation, and we will be, even sometimes we'll close our eyes and show other people that we are meditating. And what is happening? But our mind is going somewhere else. Mind is watching some movies. Mind is busy in some thoughts, right? He knows whether our mind is in love, or it is just showing others that, okay, I do meditation. I wake up at Amrit Vela. I read Gurbani. So even if we hide it from others, but what is happening is, really, are we doing it? Vaddi vadayai ja puch na daat. What is daat? Vaheguruji is also called Datar. He is a giver. We read in Japji Sahib also, Asan loi loi pandar, jo kich paya so ekavar, kar kar vekha sirjanhar. He has already given us the stuff. When we do sift and slah, when we do praises of Vaheguru, even if we don't do praises of Vaheguru, he will still give us everything. I think, Harpreet, you had this question, if I'm not wrong, last time, that does he require the praises? Right? In Ras Sahib we read, Je sab milke akhan paaye, vadda na hoye, kaat na jaye.
Yeah.
Right? That
Yeah.
even if everybody in the whole universe starts singing his praises, no, it doesn't impact him. He's not become more great, or he's not become low, because he's nature. He's going to be stable all the time. His mind is going to be stable. He's there all the time, right? For the lack of better words, I'm saying he's formless actually. For the lack of better words, I'm saying but he's formless. You can call it a she also if you like it. It's one and the same thing. I remember some Gursikhs, they address Vaheguruji, address God as she. Why? Because as a mother. They say the mother is the greatest. So he is our mother, right? So, I mean, because he's formless, it's the love. It's the love which you have. The love is gonna carry us across this ocean of fire. But if we don't have love, nothing is gonna happen. And love is gonna come if we chant with Jugti. Sunaya dukh paap ka nas. By listening, saying and listening. If we are doing just these two things, love will automatically start coming. ਵੱਡੀ ਵਡਿਆਈ ਜਾਂ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਦਾਤ, ਵੱਡੀ ਵਡਿਆਈ ਜਾਂ ਆਪੇ ਆਪ. He is prevailing everywhere. Nobody is like him. He is the only one like him. You can't compare that. Oh, okay. That's why I have this trouble with a lot of people, because Gurbani don't agree. I don't have a trouble. Gurbani doesn't agree. Some people say, oh, he's a God. No. We can become like God, but we cannot become God. And when I say we, as in the mind, not the body. Body cannot, right? I mean, body can, that's a different discussion. But still, it is like God, not the God, right? Because nobody is like him. Gurbani says that. Nobody can be like him, right? It's like an ocean and the drop of the ocean. We may realize that we are drop of that ocean, right? And we have to merge in that ocean, but we will still remain that drop. Always remember that. We might merge in there. Maybe nobody can see us where it is, and that's our destination. That's what we want to be. But we are still, or we were still that drop, right? Like him, there is nobody. That is the concept which we need to understand. Because the moment we say we become a God, or we are God, that's what comes. Ego comes. And if there is an ego, there is no God. There is no naam. Homme nave naal virodh hai. Doe na base ik thaye. Homme, the ego and the naam, they cannot be at one place. Either there can be an ego or can be naam. When we are driving on the road, what happens? somebody is coming and trying to join us on a freeway, people who are coming from the behind, they will accelerate. They are not supposed to. They should let people come in, but because of the ego, that person should not cross us, we accelerate. We need to see what our actions are, right? Every moment of our day, just think about it. Is that action accurate? Do a self introspection. If somebody is making fun of you, is it hurting you, or you're just ignoring it? Ask yourself, what is more important? Let's say at that moment you reply to them in anger, in abuse. Does it matter at the end of the day? No. So our lifestyle, when we have to learn the lifestyle from the Gurbani also, right? That doesn't mean that we don't stand in front of the injustice. That's a different thing. If there is injustice, we have to speak, right? But if somebody is making fun or whatever of you, right, or somebody is doing something, don't make it a prestige issue. Don't make it a ego. Don't bring ego in front of you, right? Let it be. Let it be. Harpreet, you have a question?
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I have two questions. So one is like, so when we are doing Antargat Simran, so that time we are not doing the Suniye Maniye, right?
No,
Uh,
we are. Gaviye suniye, you mean?
yeah,
We are.
Gavi Sun.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, but I
Not
mean,
with the not with the external ears,
mhm,
not with the external tongue, internal
okay,
mind, right? So
okay,
that's the thing which we have to learn. I'll give you an example. Actually, very good question. Thank you for asking. When you sleep, you see dreams, isn't it?
yeah,
When you see dreams, sometimes you hear voices also. You are talking with someone also. You are looking at the things also, right?
right,
Which eyes your physical eyes are closed, but you're seeing,
mm,
still seeing some stuff. Those are the eyes of your mind, right? Those are
mm,
the ears of your mind. Those are the tongue of your mind. So what I'm
mm,
saying is, with the tongue of a mind, with the ears of mind, with eyes of mind, right? So similarly, when we do Antargat Simran, we use minds, because our 9 doors are closed at that point of time. Let me ask you a question. Anybody can answer. Doesn't have to be Harpreet Singh. Just raise your hand. When we are doing a Sasgira Simran in Bakri Bani, loud, why? Let's do it actually. Let's do it. Let's spend 2 minutes and then we will discuss. Let's close our eyes. Let's do 2 minutes of Simran. Why? Just breathe in, Guru, breathe out, right? Why? Guru, why? Guru, easier way is to put your tummy in, tummy out. Why? Tummy in, tummy out, Guru. Okay, easiest way. Why? Guru, and listen to your own voice. Very important. Don't let your mind goes in thoughts. With love. Why? Guru, 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 why? 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 Guru, 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 Va, 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 Guru. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. Okay, now the question: when we are doing Saskira Simran, Bakri Bani, how many doors of our body are open? Harpreet, other than Harpreet, anybody if they can answer. Remember, we have 9 doors: 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 1 mouth, 2 down below. So how many doors are closed? Okay, Howard, you can unmute yourself.
Oh,
I
so
will. Yeah.
there would be 2 open, the mouth open, ears open.
Okay. And rest all doors are closed?
Well, it's supposed to be.
Okay.
So I mean, you're supposed to say the Simran and then listen to your own voice. So that would be 2 things.
Yeah. The only door, anybody else before I answer? Anybody else?
Rigid 2 doors closed.
2 doors closed. Kede kede Vaiguru? Which ones?
Apne khabbi, the right and left eye.
Perfect. Perfect. The only doors which are closed are eyes. Rest everything is open. 7 doors are open. Right? Why? Because my mind is still here. The only difference is that my mind is taking the support of Guru Mantra. And Howard, you are right. Just like you said, that mouth is also open. The ears are also open, right? Nostrils are, and every other door is anyway open. You know what yogis used to do? Yogis, they used to physically close the doors. They will close their nostrils. They will put something. They will maybe cover it with their, hands, or even, their genitals. And also they used to close it and all that stuff. All physical stuff they used to do it. Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, you don't have to do this. There is a way you can close these doors. You don't have to physically, because this game is not physical. It is a game of a mind, right? So even when we are doing Bakri Bani, our doors are not closed. When we do Madhma, when we do Vai, Guru, Vai, Guru, Vai, or even in Swaswas Simran, Guru, Guru, again, our doors are all open, except eyes, because Physically, we are closing our eyes, just like Mandeep Singh said. Physically, we are closing. What happens in Antargat Simran? We are not using these 9 doors. We are bringing our focus, our surti, our mind above our 9 doors. That's where we are not using those doors. And if we are getting the thoughts, that's what Harpreet we discussed, right? The moment when we are doing Antargat Simran, and if we are getting those thoughts, that means we are still using the physical doors. There's no benefit of doing Antargat Simran. Go back to the Bakri Band. Antargat Simran only works when you lose slowly, you will have no thoughts, and then you will even lose the feeling of your body. You will not even feel that your body. That state, that's where we need to go. That state is called Sunsmad. It's like a dead. It's like, when you are sleeping in the night. When you are sleeping in the night, do you know who is sleeping next to you? No. When you are sleeping, you don't even know. We say, we love our wives, right? We love our kids. They're sleeping next to us. We don't even know they're sleeping. We're gone. Our mind is also sleeping, right? But when you do Simran, you go into the Sun state, in the Samadhi state, where you don't have a feeling of these 9 doors. Our mind is actually trying to go into his house, right? That is the state where we need to be when we do Antargat Simran. And that's where all the mal, all the dirt, all the filth of our mind will wash. And we'll discuss more. Nobody is like him. Nobody can be like him. If somebody is claiming that he is him or she is him, then that person is fooling us. That is a nishani. Even if you reach to the most the highest state where you merge with Vaheguru, you still will not say that I am like him. Why? Because I doesn't exist there. I means ego. Where there is ego, there is not him. Vaheguruji is not there. Because then my existence is there. The whole concept is to remove our existence. See how different it is in the life. Life is, I want to become a CEO of the company. I want to become a president. I want to become a vice president. The game is totally reverse. In the spiritual journey, the game is totally reverse, right? So that's where we need to understand how it is different than this life and that life. Okay? Spiritual life. And the mind's journey is your spiritual journey, not the physical journey. Nanak kar na kathni jaye, kita karna sarbar jaye. Guru Nanak Dev Ji says, my hands are up here. He says, I cannot describe every creation, every action, his drama, his play. I cannot explain everything in all the details. This is the maximum I can tell you. Give me a second, guys. Let's do Simran. Sarpreet Singh Ji, can you lead the Simran just for a second? Sarpreet Singh Ji or Mandeep Singh? Yeah, please lead the Simran. Why, Guru, why, Guru, why.
Guru, Vai, Guru, Vai, Guru, Guru.
Guru, Var, Guru, Var,
Guru, Vai, Guru, Vai, Guru, Vai, Guru, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਨਾਨਕ ਕਾਰ ਨਾ ਕਥਨੀ ਜਾਏ, ਕੀਤਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਸਰਬ ਰਜਾਏ. Guru Nanak Dev Ji says that his actions, his play cannot be explained fully. Nobody can tell us how everything is happening and all the details. It's very difficult to speak. You can experience that, but you cannot speak everything because we still have limited words. We still have limited intellect. We cannot explain. Kita karna sarab rajaye. Whatever he has done or whatever he will do, it is based on his hukam. So that's what I was telling. When he took a hukam, the world was created. He can take a thought, then what will happen? He can destroy, everything will be done. It will finish. So everything is in his hands. We cannot explain each and every action, why or how he does. Beautiful Shabad next. Mahalla Duja. This is by Guru Angad Dev Ji. Remember we were talking about that some sloks in Asa Ki War are from Guru Angad Dev Ji. Mahalla Duja means second, meaning it is from Guru Angad Dev Ji. Mahalla Duja Shabad is very related, so Guru Arjan Dev Ji added in the Asa Ki War. ए जग सच्चे की है कोठड़ी, सच्चे का विचवास, इक ना हुक्म समाए ले, इक ना हुक्मे करे विनाश, इक ना भाणे कढ ले, इक ना माया विच निवास, एव भी आख न जापई, जे किसे आणे रास, नानक गुरमुख जानिए, जाको आप करे परगास. ए जग सच्चे की है कोठड़ी, सच्चे का विश्वास. Now see, that's the reason sometimes the translations can be different, right? But when we are doing the Simran and trying to understand from the Gurbani, your understanding will keep on changing, because you will understand that this game is not about this physical existence, it is about the mind. And when you take that concept with that, Maharaj here is saying, "E jag sache ki hai kothdi, sache ka hai vichwas." Jag normally means world, right? So if we take a literal meaning, then we are talking about this physical world. But mind's world is different. At this point of time, mind's world is this body. He needs to know the game starts from our belly button, it goes up till eyebrows. This is just this game. If we can cross this game, cross this area, maybe 2 hands, 2 feet or 3 feet area, then we can be redeemed and we can go in the Chautha Pad, in the Dasam Dwar. Here the jag means, here the world means this body. E jag sache ki hai kothdi, sache ka vichwas. This body, who has given us this body? Vaheguru Ji. So, e jag sache ki hai kothdi. This body has been given to us by Vaheguru Ji. Sache ka vichwas. Vaheguru Ji is in this body. Vaheguru Ji is inside us. Vaheguru Ji is outside us. So here it is saying this body belongs to Vaheguru Ji, and there are other shabads in Gurbani which comes. Harmandar e sharir hai. It directly says that this body is Harmandar, right? So e jag sache ki hai kothdi, sache ka vichwas, ikna hukam samaye le, ikna hukme kare vinas. What happens is, if we go according to his hukam, what is the hukam? Hukam is here naam. If his hukam is there, if we listen to his hukam, if we listen to his naam, what will happen? We will merge back to him. He will redeem us. The redemption will be there. All our filth, all our, what is filth? These are the thoughts of our mind. What are sins? The thoughts of our mind. They will go away and we will merge in him. But if we don't listen to his hukam, if we don't listen to his voice, if we don't listen to that naam, what will happen? We will be always in Maya. What does it mean? We'll come and go in reincarnation. Ikna hukam samaye laye, ikna hukme kare vinas. So it all depends on the kirpa of Vaheguruji, the blessing of Vaheguruji, which path he leads us to. But if we do udam, if we do an effort, then we will surely redeem. Then he will surely bless, right? So there is a class going on, there is a teacher and there are students, right? There are few students who are not working hard. They don't care about their studies. And there are few students who are working hard. So who have more chances to pass the class, to go to the next level? The ones obviously who are working hard. So that's why if with Vaheguruji's kirpa, with Vaheguruji's blessing, if we will put an effort, then we have more chances to carry this ocean of fire, to go through this ocean of fire, to go to the next level, to merge in Vaheguruji. But if we don't, then teacher will also not be able to help us. Vaheguruji will also not be able to help us because we chose not to work hard on that. It's our will. That's where the free will comes. When we go outside, there are two ways. We can take 880, 680, or maybe 580, whatever. But it is us which freeway we want to take. We can't blame others. We can't say it's his fault or her fault or Vaheguruji's fault. We have to accept that it was our fault. If we will not accept right now, we will have to accept in the court of Dharamraj. Okay?
I have a question.
Right.
You mentioned coming back again. Did you mean reincarnation?
Yes.
Okay.
In 8.4 million Junes, in 8.4 million reincarnations. We don't know whether we are going to come back as a human. Gurbani says it's very difficult to get human body. Very, very difficult. Most of the times, based on our actions, depending upon where our dhyan is focus, where our focus is in the life, based on our actions, we might end up an insect, a dog, a cat, a bull, a fish, anything, right? But that's the thing. And we'll talk more about it. It's very, very important that we jap naam and we try to at least all the time in our mind. What is Simran? Simran exactly means that all the time Vaheguruji is in our head. We are always and always satisfied and thinking about Vaheguruji. When I say thinking, as in remembering Vaheguruji all the time. What will happen if we remember Vaheguruji? When we remember Vaheguruji, anything which we will do, any action we will take, we will think twice. We'll see that somebody is watching us. Somebody is looking over us. We will be always remembering. And then we will not do the bad deeds. We will not do the bad actions. What are the bad actions? The thoughts are also the bad actions. We will control our mind right away. That's why that is Simran. So when we chant becomes Simran. Right? When it is there always in our mind, then it becomes a Simran. If that happens, then there are very high chances we will merge with Vaheguru and we will not come back here again. We will not reincarnate. Ikna hukam samaye laye, ikna hukume kare vinas, ikna pane kad laye, ikna maya vich nivas, ev bi aakh na japai, je kise jane ras, ikna pane kad laye. When somebody is working hard, going based on his hukam, on his order, following his hukam, listening to the naam, what will happen? He will kadlay means he will take them out of this maya. He will take us out of this Maya and he will hug us. He will make us merged in him. Only he can do that. No human can do that. You don't need any intermediator between him and between you and Vaheguru. Nobody. Follow the Gurbani. He will take you out of this world, out of from this dragon, from this world. He will hug you. You will merge with him. That's why praying is very important. Doing ardas in front of is very important. Showing the love is very important. Not from outside, from inside. Falling in love with him is very important. And the most difficult part is falling in love. But if we keep a sangat of the Gurmukhs around us, if we go to the sangat all the time, congregation, if we chant his name all the time, if we understand Gurbani all the time, then our mind is always in those vibrations, those vibes. There are more chances that we fall in love with him. There are more chances he will take us out from this ocean of fire.
So is that the Satgun state you were talking about?
So, yes, but that Sattogun state also is of this world. I'll give you an example. So in Tragun, there are 3 states, right? Rajogun, Tamogun, Sattogun. Rajogun and Tamogun you understood. Sattogun is little bit complicated. And I'll give you a story for that. I don't know if I gave it before or not. Maybe I gave it before also, but let me repeat it again. I have a friend, right? Buddhist friend. Once and he loves to do the morning walk, and actually he runs in morning running and all, right? Exercise, right? And it was, I think, January, first week or second week of January. It was little bit foggy also in California itself, little bit foggy also, and very cold. He was running and he saw some homeless guy, and he do meditation. And when he saw that, he like felt so compassionate. He removed his jacket. He removed his coat. And he gave to the homeless person. And homeless person was like blessed him. He said, "Thank you." He came back home. He told his wife. He said, "You know what? Actually, he didn't volunteer. His wife actually asked him. His wife was like, 'Where is your coat? You went with the coat and you're coming without a coat, and it is cold outside. What did you do? You can fall sick." And he was like, no. When I was there, I saw one homeless person. I gave my coat to him. And when he came to the office and he was telling me this, he said, "You'll not believe it. That when I was saying this, I did that, there was like some burning feeling happened to me. I felt bad. Who am I to do anything?" The ego came. He said the subtle ego came at that point of time that I am doing help. I am being compassionate. So he was in the Sattogun at that point of time, but because of that I feeling, because of that ego feeling, he went to Tamogun. Do you know what I'm saying, Howard? Because he got ego about it. Who can give us anything? Can we donate money, or can we even take a single breath in our life? Answer is no. If Vaheguruji wants, he can stop our breath right away. Where are we then? We have to leave this body immediately. We have no control in that. So that's why we need to be in his gratitude. Give me a second. We need to be thanking him all the time, in his gratitude all the time. So that's why we cannot always stay in Sattogun. What I mentioned was that yes, when we get this nature of being compassionate, being helpful, being loving, being nice to everybody, what happens is the ladder to the Chautha Pad is from Sattogun. The ladder is there. That being Sattoguni doesn't mean that we will not reincarnate again. We may still reincarnate. But if we are continuously in the Sattogun, there are more chances that we climb that ladder and go to the 4th state. The ladder is from the Sattvagun. The ladder is not at Rajogun. The ladder is not at Tamogun. The steps to go to the Chautha part is in the Sattvagun. Does it make sense, Howard?
Mhm.
Yeah. Ev bhi आँख न जापई जे किसे आने रास नानक गुरमुख जानिए जाको आप करे परगास. So now see, here the concept is very clear. Ev bhi आँख न जापई जे किसे आने रास. We cannot even say that, hey, Ramanpreet Singh can carry across this ocean of fire. No, there's no guarantee. Only who knows? Only Vaheguruji knows who will carry across this ocean. That's a very dangerous trend which is going on in the market. That we get connected to some human being. Very dangerous concept. One person who is, Sangat is important, but we are all at the same level. Equality is there, even in the spiritual journey. We can help each other by sharing our experiences, by sharing our knowledge. But if we say, I can help someone to carry across this ocean, no. Even I don't know whether I am going to carry across this ocean of fire. Only Vaheguruji knows. Only Vaheguruji knows. The moment somebody says, oh, I am going to carry across this ocean of fire, Vaheguruji is going to take me out. No, there is no guarantee. Ev bhi आँख न जापई जे किसे आने रास. We cannot even say that for anybody. Yeah, maybe that person is trying their level best. That's what we can say. But Guru Sahib knows. Only Guru Sahib. Nanak Gurmukh janiye jako aap kare pargas. Only Vaheguruji knows whom he will shower his mercy, his blessing. Only he knows how he will present to him, that he will give a prakash to him. Prakash is the light of Vaheguru. You know, I used to have, we used to have a cleaning lady coming into our house a long time back. She was actually, she was masters in MSW, masters in social work. And she said that because she's not meeting her ends, so in the evenings because she has to take care of her parents and all that stuff, and that's why she's doing the cleaning. And she used to do meditation, so we became friends. She became our family friend. I've not seen her now from last 1.5 years, but we were very close when she used to come. And we used to sit for the dinner together, my wife, and she, and all our family. And she used to meditate. And I said, okay, share your experience. So she used to share all the experiences. But the last meeting I had with her, she said when she closed her eyes, she can no longer see the darkness. It's all light. It's all light. And I said, how do you feel when you see that light? She said she feels so relaxed, so calm. She has zero worries. Nothing is there. She has no desires left. All the desires are gone. It's like, very good. So he can shower his mercy to anybody. Doesn't have to be the person who is doing the Simran or meditation from last 20 years. He can shower a mercy to a person who is maybe doing Simran from from yesterday, or maybe just doing from last 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. He knows. It's the old actions also of your previous births. If you have done the Bhakti, if you have done the meditation in your previous births also, and if you were Sattoguni, if you had a good actions, and Vaheguruji, by giving a mercy, he gave us this body again, very rare chances, let me be honest with you, but let's say if he shown his mercy and gave us this human body again, and then our previous prayer, the Naam will be still with us. See how beautiful this is. Today, let's say if I deposit $10,000 or let's say $100,000 in the bank, and let's say I die. When I say die, let's say I leave my body, and immediately with the blessing of Vaheguruji, I again get the body, human body. And when I'm 7, 8 years old or 10 years old, I remember, hey, in Bank of America, I had $100,000 deposited in my last birth. I go to the bank and I say, hey, when I was Ramanpreet Singh in my last birth, I deposited $100,000. Give me that money back. What will they do? They will laugh at me and they will kick me out of the bank, isn't it? So what are you talking about? You are not Ramanpreet. No, I was Ramanpreet in my last birth. Nobody's going to believe at me. But how beautiful Vaiguruji is. Whatever bhakti we do here, whatever meditation, whatever good actions we do here, and if we get a human body next time, that will come back with us. That khajana, that money will be with us in our account still. He will not take it away. That naam da khajana, only naam will be there. Let me be very honest. Whatever naam di bhakti, meditation of the naam, whatever we have done, that khajana, that treasure will always travel with us from birth to birth, birth to birth. It will not be eliminated. It will never be eliminated. It will just increase. Even if we share with people, it will still increase. Khavo, kharcho, ralmil pai, tot na aave, vad do jai. That if we share this treasure of naam with others, it will not vanish. It will only increase. This is the beauty of the naam. But Nanak Gurmukh janiye, jako aap kare pargas. Who is the Gurmukh? Whom he reveals himself to in the form of light, in form of prakash. And people who gets the prakash, it's very difficult to find those kind of people and who will accept that also, because when you reach to those stages, your tongue will stop. You will not speak anything because you want to be always in Anand. You will always want to be in bliss. You don't even want to talk with anybody, because the moment you talk, you come back in Tragun, in these 9 doors, and you don't want to be there because you don't like it here anymore. Because if you see that Anand, that bliss which is above these 9 doors, the worldly Anand, the worldly bliss is nothing. What is this Anand? This is not good, right? So today I eat a food, tomorrow again I have to eat the food. Day after tomorrow again I have to eat the food. Today I felt blessed. I was like, oh, that was a lovely food. It was very tasty food, yummy food. But it is always temporary. These happiness, small happiness, these are very temporary. They are not permanent. But the permanent bliss is when he shows his prakash, when he reveals his light in front of us. And where the light will be revealed? In our mind again, inside, not outside. That's why I gave you the example of that cleaning lady, who's my friend. She got the revelation when she closes her eyes, not by opening her eyes. Yes, there is a stage where you will see inside and outside, but the inside is more important than outside. Or outside, I remember in Fremont Gurdwara Sahib, I was doing a Simran, and I had closed my eyes and everything was dark. But somebody came there and switched on the light. And my eyes were closed, but I felt like some light. I was like, man, Kirpa happened. But when I opened my eyes, I saw that somebody had switched on the tube light. So it's not the worldly light. It is inside us, not outside. Right? All right, Vaiguruji, we'll close here and we'll start with the body in the next lecture. We'll start from here in the next lecture. ठीक है जी, भुल्लां चुक्कां दी खिमा. All right, we'll stop it here. Any questions if you guys have? Otherwise we'll close. Okay जी, वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह.